music fans and deep thinkers. This is Ari Koinuma, and thank you again for joining me for another episode of Deep Thoughts and Deep Songs series. And if you like this video, there are more of them at my website impactfulsongs.com, so I hope you join me there and check out more things that I have to say about life and good songs and how they relate to each other. So today we are going to consider Radiohead's Airbag. It's the one of the singles from the classic album OK Computer. And in particular with that, I wanted to consider the importance that we place on ourselves relating to that song and the particular topic. Now, the song is impressionistic song. They do like to write cynical songs a lot of times. That's probably what they're known for more than being optimistic or encouraging. But I'm going to assume that the intention of this song is to really uplift and affirm, mostly because despite having a megalomaniac lyrics, the music is just so awesome and it's just so heroic, and it gets me going every time I listen to it. So, but if you take for a moment, just set the unfortunate religious connotations aside, the concept of born again, right? Born again is to mean like to a person who is given a second chance. And second chance, not only second chance, but born again to me implies that the slate is wiped clean, like you can start over. And maybe you've had a life that where you don't have regrets, or you don't feel badly about some things that you've done in the past. But for a lot of us, I think the idea of starting over with a clean slate, especially if you can retain the wisdom you gained from the last life, is an attractive one. And in this song, the song just talks about, this character who's born again in these unlikely places. And then it goes on to talk about how an airbag saved his life. And an airbag is a technology that's intended to save your life. But then he sounds kind of surprised. He says, "I'm amazed that it actually worked." So there's a sense of gratitude there, I feel. And finally he goes on to declare, "I'm back to save the universe." And man, that is just of course a huge statement, and probably said with tongue-in-cheek, but at the same time, if you want to think about it, so this character is given a second chance, and his life was spared, and he's back to save the universe. What, again, put the cynicism and irony aside, how does that make this character in terms of his importance? He obviously thinks that he has an important mission. He's back to save the universe. And again, when you think about it, when somebody has an important mission to accomplish, and if people agree with that, then that person, we all want to support people with important missions. We may want to give them moral support, or we may want to join the movement, or we may want to encourage, nurture, give them what they need for their mission, because we agree that their mission is important, and that the person who's tasked with that mission is important. And where I'm going with that is, we got to ask ourselves, do we have an important mission? And if so, do we treat ourselves as if we are somebody important? if you ask yourself, are you important to yourself? Then of course most of us will say yes, of course I'm important to me. But sometimes I think it's easy to forget and stop acting like you're important to yourself with an important mission. You might not give yourself the tools for your mission. You might not give yourself room to pursue your important mission. You might not give yourself encouragement to pursue your important mission. And if you have a sense of mission, if you are a person who's explored and found something that is so important to you that you feel a sense of mission about it, I believe that there's a reason behind that, and that is you pursuing your important mission is actually important not just to you but to everybody around. And you not treating yourself like a person with an important mission is a loss not to you, just to you, but to all of us. And I am of course talking about myself and about my history of not sort of, how should I put this? I would, in the name of being helpful and cooperative and being nice to other people, I would neglect myself and I would treat myself I'm the least important person in my life, and I would not give myself the space and the tools and energy to pursue the important mission that I believe I have. And so in those moments of weakness, I might turn to a song like Airbag and get reminded that, hey, there are second chances. Hey, there are life-saving devices. And hey, I'm back. I can be back to save the universe or whatever that important mission that I need to pursue. So I hope you join me in reminding yourself that you are important to you, and we need to start acting like that, and to nurture yourself and to take care of yourself and give you the energy and space to go out and pursue that important mission that you're carrying around.